Hey, everybody, it's a brand new day on Gillum Farms, and I am Johnny. And if you can hear it, we have got a storm coming through. It's pretty early, it's Friday morning. Um, we're getting a rain. We're not supposed to get a rain for another 2 weeks. I mean, there is zero chances rain for 2 weeks, and it's supposed to be like 100 every day, almost. 90, I think it's like 97 to 99 to 100 every single day. And the I've got a few things to do. One of the things to do is there's a lot of lightning in this storm. There's a lot, and it's actually letting up now. It was a much worse storm, but I've got to go down and I've got to check on the cattle because you you hear it up there. Inadvertently, lightning kills a lot of cattle every year. You know, you hear people talk about the chances of getting struck by lightning. Well, apparently the chances, if you're cattle, is much higher. There was just a flash right then. Um, because cattle are out in it and they stand under trees and things like that, and they just get hit. So we got to go check on the cattle and make sure the cattle are okay. The other thing is today is the day I go check on our camper. Have not seen our camper in 7 months, and it's a journey to go down there. And I'm going to take you guys with me to the camper. The camper is basically it's on a deer lease. Okay, it's a 30-foot camper, and it has been down there for years at this point. So we've got to go down there and check on that camper, and then we got to go up in the hunting area, and I'm going to show you the woods, the journey to get there, see what we got to cut out of the way to get to where we need to be, because I don't believe anybody, I mean, I think they've been to camp. I've heard stories about people going to our camp, but I haven't heard anything about um, anybody going all the way down to where I hunt. So anyway, follow along and we'll take care of that later. Got to go get the four-wheeler from the other place. Uh, Going to take my little green truck because it's the easiest one to get down to where we're going. Um, so, yeah, that's what I got going today. And whenever I go in the camper, you're going to see what I see. I have no idea what's going on inside the camper right now. I know it has had leaks in the past, so I think I fixed them, but we'll see what it's like now. Anyway, follow along, folks. All right, guys. It's almost impossible for me to get to that deer lease in any sort of semblance. It rained till about noon today, so I took off. I had to go get some mineral blocks to take down to the deer lease, and I don't want mineral blocks melting all over the bed of my truck, so I waited till after the rain. Anyway, I'm out here where the cattle are. I've got to get four-wheeler to take with me, and it looks like most of the gang is still here, which is good. You see them laying around here, there, and everywhere. And I'm going to check the rain while I'm out here because we got a pretty decent little rain out of this. So anyway, let me get everything done that I got to get done here. All right, current situation. Had to push the four-wheeler out here because the battery is dead. So I got very lucky and happened to have a set of jumper cables. I was very surprised to see these. Very surprised. Hope this works.
folks, I counted these cows 15 times and only came up with 17. So I got to looking around and we got one hid up here in the brush. She's not one that's due to have a calf though. So it concerns me that she's up here. Concerns me greatly. So I have to see what she's got going on here. So 24 cow. She is Maverick's mom. And what is going on with you? Can you not get up? Can you get up? See if I can get her to move. Go. So she wasn't interested in moving or that I was here or any of that stuff, which is unusual. I think she's in because all the bulls in here are chasing her. All of the bulls are after her. See this? She's an estrus. I think the main thing is she's got all these bulls chasing her. See this bull right here? All of the bulls are after her. And that's a calf that was born in March, and he's after her. So all of the cattle are after her because she's in. So, all right. She's an estrus. That's what's going on here. She's just hiding from the bull. There's some cuties. Cuties. All right, folks. Moment of truth. Got some more rain. Not as much as we got up at our house, but we got some more rain. And it looks like we got just about 8/10. So 8/10 of rain, we'll take it. We will absolutely take that because it is July. And anything we can get, July or August, is welcome. Any amount of rain at all. So anyway, let's do our journey down to the deer lease. Well, that was pretty cool. Like I said, I'm on my journey down to the deer camp. It's pretty cloudy and everything, but I stopped by a store on the way down here, and I ran into a fellow YouTuber. I ran into Ed of Ed's Crazy Adventures. He actually did a short with me. I didn't have my camera or anything, so but yeah, ran into Ed. That was pretty cool. All right, folks, you're seeing it as I'm seeing it. So I am down in here driving this little four-wheel drive Nissan truck, pulling a trailer. You think, how's that Nissan pull a trailer? Well, it does. Pull one all the time with it. But anyway, so I am down here in what we call camp. It is a large area of property that has a lot of bears, a lot of wild hogs, and you could see anything run across the road in front of me. It rained last night. There has been nobody down here at all. It looked like I went through a gate, and it looked like at the gate there had been probably somebody here maybe this week, maybe. There's a few of us that come down here. But down here is where our camper is, so you know, you hear about camper life and all that kind of stuff. Well, we have a camper too, So I'm going to show you that here in just a second, and we'll go in it together and see what it's like and how bad it is and everything, because I have not been down here in about 7-8 months at this point. So whatever's going to happen to it has already happened to it, I am sure. So anyway, driving on in here. All right, folks, I have arrived. All right, this is our camper down in the woods. We are down here in, like I said, this is bear and hog country here. I know I've got a lot of work to do to this thing. You can see some moss growing. Boy, look at the wasp right there. That is one heck of a wasp nest. Wow. Anyway, this slide out right here was a great issue that we had at one time. And it leaked. It was out and it leaked. And whenever it leaked, it did a lot of damage to the inside of the camper. But this is the way it's sitting. You see that it's mowed around it. Well, that's because there is a friend of mine who comes down here. He's got a camper back over there, and he is retired and has, you know, a lot of time on his hands and looking for things to do and stuff like that. And he mowed it. He mows around this stuff. We've got a shelter over here. There's several campers back in here that you see. There's a camper over there. And let's see here. Like I said, I have not been in this thing in 7 months. And I don't know how many wasps are in it or anything like that. I have the key right here. So let's go in here and see what we see. Wow, okay. All right, nothing's attacked me yet. Not yet. Got the musky smell, just like I suspected. Pretty dark in here. But you can see how we fixed that slide out right there. We mounted the table. The table used to sit back in there in the slide, and we mounted it like that. All right, I'm inside. Shut these a little bit. Let's see here. Let's go on this other. All right. There used to be a huge leak in this roof right here, and it would fall down on our bed. And I got up on the roof and I patched what I thought was that leak. And I believe I got it, because this is not wet at all. But like I said, that used to be wet, and I've got to take all this bedding and stuff home with me. I've got to wash it. Hey, it looks pretty good. The camper looks really good. Wow, better than I expected. So I'm looking forward to getting in here and cleaning it up and spending another season down here. There's no wasp in here even. Wow, we have figured out, I guess we figured out how to keep them out. But anyway, they used to come in big. A lot of problems with mice and things like that. Didn't see any sign of mice in there. Camper needs a good scrubbing. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good camper. There's some floor work I've got to do. I didn't show you, but over here on the, whenever that slide out leaked, let me get around here. When that slide out leaked, this slide out over here where all the wasps are, when it leaked, the water would go in it, and then it would run down the inside of this wall all the way back to here. And what it did was the floor right here along this side at the back behind the tires needs to be replaced right beside that bed. But yeah, still a pretty good camper. So I need to hook up the electric back up to it and see if it's not plugged in right now. Need to hook the electric back up and see if make sure the air conditioner works and all that stuff. I see a ton of wasp up in the air conditioner unit up there, sitting there looking out. So on the outside of this thing, wasps are just everywhere. But on the inside, not so much. That's what I care about, right? Inside of it. All right, let me get this four-wheeler unloaded, and let's go check some stuff out. Alright folks, I just wanted to show you that this is a very small aerial view of the area that we control. We control over 1,500 acres of 15,000 acres. You do not want to miss part 2 of this video because I have an encounter with a very dangerous thing that we have down here. So you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned for part 2.